Good morning, students. When the scientist was sleeping in the big store of London, then two assistants came in the morning and they started to chase him. He was panicked and started to run, and they followed him. And he slowly took off his newly found clothes and again invisible. When he became invisible, he was saved, and again he was without clothes in the chill Jan air. This time he decided to find the stock of theatrical company, to find the goods of theatrical company, in the hope that he could wear, if he find which could hide his upper part of the shoulders. Then he went to a Drury Lane, which is the center of the theatre world, and there were many shops in Drury Lane, and he found a suitable shop there. He went upstairs and he took bandage, mustache, large hat, and a false nose. After wearing all these things, he came down. As he was invisible, then he attacked the shopkeeper from behind, and he robbed him. He took out all the money which was in his locker. The London was very crowded. He was afraid that he could catch easily there, so he took a train and went to Epping. Epping is a village. There, in a local inn, he booked 2 rooms and he paid in advance. And a strange person has come in this winter season, so it was an unusual event for each and everyone. Different people were talking differently. And a stranger, and his appearance was also uncommon, so to see his appearance everyone was shocked, and they were talking differently about his appearance also. Mrs. Hole, who was the wife of the landlord, who wanted to make him friendly, but he did not have any interest in the lady, and told her that he has come here for being alone, because whenever he is doing so that he will do whenever he will do work, no one will disturb him. And he told her that his face was affected just because of an accident. She was satisfied that her guest was an eccentric scientist, and one more important thing, that he has paid in advance to them. That's why she was satisfied. Okay, however, he is let him. Mrs. Hall was prepared. Now she used to forgive his irritable nature and strange habits. But the stolen money could not last for a long time, so the next target was a clergyman's house. So once a clergyman and his wife were sleeping in their house, they were awakened just because of the noise which was coming from their study room. They came down in study room. They heard the sound of that someone was taking out money from their desk. They opened the door and they told them surrender. It was very surprise for them when they saw that no one was there in the room. They looked under the desk, they looked behind the curtains, and even up the chimney also, but they could not find anyone. But they saw that the door was yet opened, and the money which was kept in that desk was missing. And the clergyman kept saying for the whole day one thing, that it was an extraordinary affair. But it was not as extraordinary as the behavior of Mrs. Hall's furniture a little later that morning. When there was theft stealing in the house of clergyman, after some time there was one more extraordinary thing happened. What was that? Landlord and his wife woken early that morning. They saw that the room of the scientist was opened. Normally it was shut and closed, locked, and whenever someone enters his room, he became very angry. But today they got the opportunity when they found scientist was not there in the room, and they checked the bed sheets. Bed sheet was cold. It means that the scientist has left the room early in that morning. But they found that false nose, bandage also, and the clothes which he normally used to wear in those days. All the things were kept also on the bed sheets. To see all these things, they were very surprised. A very extraordinary affair. It was also as an extraordinary affair. I think so. Till here, all of you have understood, no doubt. Also, anything else if you want? Okay, very well done. Very best. All the best.